Hey everyone, and welcome! If you're ready to become a Salesforce Pro, you have come to the right place.
And that's not an exaggeration. Mastering Setup literally gives you the keys to the Salesforce kingdom. It lets you shape the platform to fit your company's exact needs. Now, I know it might seem like a lot at first, but don't worry, we're going to break it all down for you. Seriously, every journey to becoming a Salesforce guru, every custom app you build, every user you set up, it all begins right here. So let's get you comfortable in what's about to become your new work home.
Okay, so where do we start? Well, first things first, how do you even get to the setup menu? The good news is it's incredibly simple and always in the same spot, no matter where you are in Salesforce.
See that little gear icon up in the top right corner? That's your golden ticket. Just give it a click, select Setup, and boom, you're in. Trust me, this simple move is going to become muscle memory in no time at all.
All right, you're through the door. Now let's get the lay of the land. We're going to look at the main setup page and break it down into 3 distinct, super easy to remember zones. And here it is. This is your new base of operations. From this one screen, you can tweak, configure, and support your entire organization. Yeah, I know, it looks a little busy, but once you understand the structure, you'll see it's actually incredibly logical. So let's break down the key landmarks, starting right at the top with the Object Manager. This is where you'll manage all your data structures, things like accounts, contacts, or any custom objects you build. Think of it as the blueprint library for all of your data. Next up, look over to the left. That big long list of links, that's the Setup menu. This is your roadmap, your index, your table of contents for every single administrative page in the system. We'll explore this a bit more in just a second. And finally, that huge area right in the center is the main window. This is your dynamic workspace. Whenever you click a link in that Setup menu on the left, this is where the page and all its tools will pop up. This is where all the real work gets done. Okay, let's zoom in on that Setup menu on the left. It can look a little intimidating, I totally get it, but it's actually organized really neatly into 3 main neighborhoods. Understanding these is the key to navigating like a pro. But before we break down the categories, let me give you the #1 pro tip for every Salesforce admin, new or old. Use the quick find box. Seriously, if you know what you're looking for, just start typing its name right in there. It is, without a doubt, the fastest way to get where you need to go. All right, our first neighborhood is administration. Think of this section as your company's HR and records office. This is where you'll manage all your users, control their permissions, and handle importing or exporting data. Basically, it's all about who's using your Salesforce org and what data they can see and do. Next up, we have platform tools. This is your workshop, your creative space. It's where you'll be doing most of the heavy lifting when it comes to customization, building apps, changing how pages look, and creating automation. This is where you really get to shape how your team uses Salesforce every single day. And the third neighborhood is settings. Let's call this the head office. This is where you manage the big picture, company-level information. You'll set your business hours, manage the overall security controls, and you can even see the audit history of your entire organization. So now that you know the layout, where should you actually start? I mean, there are hundreds of pages in Setup, but you don't need to know them all on day one. So let's focus on the absolute must-haves, your admin starter kit. We've narrowed it all down to the top 5 pages that every new admin should get familiar with right away. Ready? Let's take a look. Here's your starting checklist. #1, company information. This is a vital snapshot of your org's health, showing you how many licenses you have or if you're running low on data storage. #2, users. This is your go-to for creating new accounts or resetting a forgotten password. And trust me, that'll happen a lot. 3 is profiles. These control who can see and do what. This is so critical for making sure only the sales team can see sensitive sales data. 4, the Setup Audit Trail. This is your detective tool. If something breaks, this page shows you who changed what and when. And finally, #5, login history. This is perfect for keeping an eye on security and, just as important, making sure people are actually using the system. And just like that, our guided tour is over. You now have a solid mental map of the Salesforce setup area. You know how to get in, you know how to navigate the main screen, and you know exactly where to find the most important pages to get started. So let's do a super quick recap. Remember, you always get to set up using the gear icon. The screen has 3 zones: Object Manager up top, the Setup menu on the left, and your main window in the middle. That menu is organized into 3 neighborhoods: administration, platform tools, and settings. And your first stops on this journey should be those top 5 pages we just covered. You now have the foundational knowledge to start exploring with purpose. The Command Center is officially yours to navigate. So the only question left is, what will you explore, configure, or build first? Go on, dive in, and start clicking around.